Not, don't worry about it. And we're going to start with our feet first. Okay, so you're going to come on your mat, tuck your toes under, and just try to sit back on your heels. You can separate your feet hips distance apart. It will be less challenge, and also lift your hips a little bit further away from your heels will be less challenge. Also, you can put a block or a pillow on your calf muscle, try to sit back. So the more you sit your hips closer towards your heels, and the more challenge it becomes. And also you don't want to feel any pressure on your knee, and try to use your hands to put the pinky toes down on your mat as well. Feel the stretch on the entire bottom of your feet here. Cool. And tuck your belly in a little bit, relax your shoulders down. And we add a little bit shoulder opening here. So from here, you inhale, you're going to reach your arms up. And exhale, you're going to bring your right arm on top of your left. Try to grab opposite shoulders first. Give yourself a big hug, okay? Option 1, you can stay here. Option 2, you're going to lift your arms up. Try to cross your elbows, your forearms, bring your palms together. From here, you're going to inhale, lift your elbow up. And exhale, you can press your elbows down towards your chest and try to round your spine, gaze towards your navel. Now again, inhale, lift your elbow up, chest lifted, add a little bit back bending here, gaze up. And exhale, round. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Now inhale to also come back to center. Release your arms, and then we're going to inhale, reach our arms up towards the ceiling. And this time we're going to switch cross our arms. So this time it's your left arm on top. Give yourself a big hug. Try to shimmy your fingertips towards the back of your shoulder blades as much as you can. Now from here, you're going to lift your arms up and try to bring your palms together. If this is not available for your back of your palms to touch, it's okay too. Okay, relax your shoulders down. Now inhale, lift your elbow up, lift your chest up, look up, and exhale, bring your elbows in and round your spine, gaze towards your navel. Again, inhale, and exhale, elbow down, belly in. Last one here, inhale, lift your elbow up, gaze up, and exhale, round your spine. Now inhale, bring your torso back to center, and exhale, release your palms down on your mat in front of you. We come to tabletop, so you need to shift your body way forward. Maybe you want to extend your left leg back, flex your foot, and try to press bottom of your left heel down on your mat. Nice. And still feel the stretch and lengthening of your spine here, crown your head reaching forward. Now lower your left knee down on your mat. You will inhale, extend your right leg back, and press your right heel down on your mat. Nice. Hug your body in a little bit. Now from here, exhale, lower your right knee down. This time you're going to bring your knees together, pointing your toes. And try slowly sit back on your heels. If this is not available for you, again, you can put a block in between your hips and open your foot out wide and try to sit back. So this time we're working on stretching the top of your feet and your ankles here. And try to find your breath here. So you inhale, you feel your breath from you feel your belly is pushing out. And as you exhale, you feel your belly button pulled in towards your spine. Again, inhale, feel your belly out. This time, rib cage expanding. And exhale, feel your rib cage draw towards each other and belly in. Now this time inhale, feel your chest rising. Now exhale, chest down, rib cage in, belly in. One more time, and inhale, belly, rib cage, and chest, and exhale, chest, rib cage, and belly. Nice. From here, you're going to lower your palms down on your mat, lift your hip up, and then we're going to slowly come down on our hips. You're going to extend your legs long in front of you. And place your palms next to your hips, and we're going to draw some circles on our ankles here. Very slow, one direction. And then we're going to switch sides. So you're going to pointing your toes, turn your toes out and flex your foot, move your toes back towards you. Then you're going to pointing your toes again, move your toes away from you. Okay? And try to make your circle as slow as you can. One more round on this side. So from here, you're going to bring your torso forward a little bit. We're going to bend our left knee. You're going to interlace your fingers on the outside of your left foot. We're going to draw some circles. So you bring your foot out away from you, then bring it back in. So we warm up on your knees and your hip joint a little bit before we come into in posture. We hold steady. Okay, and when you switch sides, so this time you bring your foot in closer towards your chest and move it out. A big circle here. One more round. Okay. Now you slowly release your left foot down and extend your left foot forward. This time you're going to bend your right knee, turn your right toe out, then interlace your fingers, grab outside of your right foot. And same thing here, you're going to bring your foot away from you first and draw it back in. Okay, a big circle. Feel you're moving at your hip socket here and your knee joint. So we switch sides, so you bring your foot in towards you first. Then move it out and bring it in. Nice. Now from here, we're going to slowly release your hand and extend your right leg long in front of you. Okay? And use your hands to move your glutes away first. Nice. Now from here, you're going to bend your right knee first. So outside of your foot, you want to touch it down on your mat. So from here, flex your right foot. You're going to put your right ankle on the muscle on top of your left knee here. And flex both of your feet. So from here, if you feel like it's very challenging for you to keep your spine tall, stay here. If you feel like you have more space, and you're going to slowly hinge forward. And you're going to move your chest forward. If you have blocks at home, and you can relax your forearms down on your block, just let your head hang heavy. And if not, you can put your palms down on your mat, or maybe one elbow on the inside of your right knee, the other hand just rest on your mat and just let your head hang heavy. And if it's available for you, you can close your eyes when you start the timer now. So this is the first holding posture we're doing for in practice. So once we get into the in practice, we want first of all, we want to find appropriate depth for our posture. So you don't want to go into your posture like 100% right now, maybe only 50 or 70% effort. because each posture will you hold for a very long period of time, at least between 2 to 5 minutes. So as we hold for the time, you will start to build sensations. And how do you judge if it's too much for you? If you feel like you're holding here, you're not able to maintain a smooth breath, probably you want to back off a little bit. And also, you don't want to feel any sharp or shooting pain while you're holding the posture here. And if you feel that, also back off the posture. And especially this one, you don't want to feel any pressure on your knee joints here. And notice if you hold a lot of tension on your shoulders, soften your shoulders a little bit. And maybe as we hold for the time, you notice your outside of your right knee will be a little bit closer towards your mat. And just a gentle reminder for in practice, because we have been holding the posture for pretty long period of time. So when we get out of the posture, we're going to be very slow and gentle. You don't want to suddenly move out of your posture. So we have about 5 breaths here. So you're still using 3-part breath technique. You breathe in, belly, rib cage, chest, and you breathe out, chest, rib cage, belly. And same pace. And at the bottom of your next exhale, and you're going to slowly lift your torso up. Okay, you're going to move your right foot off your left knee, and you're going to put your right foot is still bent. You still flex your right foot. This time you're going to move your right foot forward a little bit. And you're going to open your left leg out wide. You decide how much you want to move it out wide. And also, the further away you move your right leg forward, the more sensation you probably will feel on your right hip here. So you want your heel probably in line with your chest as we fold forward. Also, you are flexing both of your feet, so more external rotation happening on your right hand here. So from here, inhale, your chest lifted, and exhale, you're going to slowly hinge forward. Again, you can use your block to help relax your hands down on your block, or you can just lower it down on your mat and just let your head hang heavy. Also, if you can add a little bit of lengthening of your spine, think about move your chest forward instead of just a hunch at your upper back. And this will help you to build strength on your back. Again, notice where you hold a lot of tension at. Are you still putting a lot of stress on your shoulders? And try to soften your shoulders away from the ears. And if it's available for you, you can close your eyes. Once you find the appropriate depth for your posture in practice, then you need to find stillness of your posture. So first, you want to find stillness of your body. Once you settle in the posture, try your best not to move or fidget around. And then you work on your breath, in and out through your nose if it's available to you. try to maintain a smooth breath. So even length inhale and even length exhale. If you find it's very challenging for you, you can start to count numbers in your mind. You can do inhale for 3, 2, 1, and exhale for 3, 2, 1. And also this gives your mind something to focus on instead of your mind wandering around like butterflies. And you have about 5 more breaths left here. If you want to go a little bit deeper, notice if you're able to fold a little bit deeper. At the bottom of your next exhale, slowly press your palms down on your mat, and you're going to gently lift your upper body up. So from here, put your right hand on the outside of your right leg. You're going to gently bring this knee in and step this foot down on your mat. Maybe left hand on the back of the left thigh and slowly bring your left leg back. This time you can separate your feet about mat distance apart and hips distance apart, and bring your hands behind you, fingertips pointing towards your hips, and you can just windshield wipe your legs left and right, and release some tension on your right hip. We just did 2 postures for the external rotation of our right hip here. So whenever you're ready, bring your knees back to center and shift your body weight forward. We're going to extend both our legs long, and then we're going to switch side from here. Again, use your palms to move your glutes away, back a little bit. So from here, you're going to bend your left knee. So you're turning outside of your left foot down into your mat first, then slowly use your hand, bring your left ankle on top of your right knee here. So it's not right on your bone, it's a muscle in front of your right knee here. Flex your right foot. Again, if you have blocks, if you want some extra support, another way to use a block, you can put a block underneath your left knee here. And from here, you inhale, lengthening your spine, and exhale, you try to hinge forward. Think about you moving forward with your chest here. So whatever option is available for you tonight, you can also stay here if this is your posture, completely okay. And just to work on, you can even put your left elbow inside of your left knee. Just gently press this knee a little bit closer towards your mat. This will give you a little bit more sensation as well. Again, relax your shoulders, maybe close your eyes. Once we find a proper depth for our posture, the stillness of our posture, then we are working on hold for the time. So we basically use the time and gravity to help us hold the posture, and We are, for in-style practice, we're not targeting our muscles. We are targeting our connective tissues, bones, cartilage, so soft in part of our body. So that's why in style practice, we hold each posture for a very long period of time. Maybe you notice probably towards the end of each posture, you will be able to fold a little bit deeper. You will be able to notice your left knee a little bit closer towards your mat. And we have about 5 more breaths left here. So try not to rush it at the end. Finish all 5 breaths here. At the bottom of your next exhale, you're going to slowly press your palms down into your mat and lift your torso up. Still keep your right knee bent. You're going to use your hand to help just to put your left foot down on your mat, and you're going to open your right leg out wide, and slowly maybe you bring your left heel forward a little bit. So the further forward you bring your foot forward, the harder it is. But you want your left heel in the center line of your body. If you need, you can still use your palms to move your glutes out a little bit and flex both of your feet. And from here, inhale, lengthening your spine, and exhale, you're going to hinge forward. You will feel more stretch sensation on the outside of your left hip, your outside of your left thigh here. You have been here for about 2 minutes. Notice if you're able to maybe fold a little bit deeper. Maybe bring your left outer thigh a little bit closer towards your mat. here. At the bottom of your next exhale, you will slowly press into your palm and just gently lift your torso up. So again, we come out of the posture super slow. So put your left palm on the outside of the left thigh and bring your left knee up towards the ceiling and right hand behind your right knee and slowly bring your right foot back. Again, and we're going to do the same thing, and you this time separate your feet hips distance apart and bring your fingertips. This time we bring our fingertips pointing towards the back, so your fingertips pointing away from your hips, and you're just going to windshield wipe your legs left and right. And feel the release on your left hip this time. Couple more rounds. Then we are going to come to the middle, and from here we add a little bit shoulder stretch, okay? So from here, I want you to keep a slight bending of your elbows. I just don't want you to lock your elbow joint. Now lift your chest up towards the ceiling. Now you should feel the stretch on the front of your shoulders and side of your chest. So this is where we're stretching here. So if you don't feel anything right now, and you want to slowly shimmy your head sitting bone a little bit closer towards your heels. And if you feel like you want more, you can walk your feet forward. But I don't want you to lock your elbow joint, so keep a slight bending of your elbow. Notice you walk your hips forward. If you notice your back start to round it. So I want you to think about lift your chest up and gaze up towards the ceiling here. Just feel the stretch of your shoulders and keep breathing here. We will not stay here for too long, just 5 more breaths. Now at the bottom of your next exhale, you're going to slowly walk your feet back and move your hips back. Now from here, you're going to release your hand. And we're going to still put both of your feet down on your mat. If you feel a little bit tension on your wrist, you can draw some circles at your wrist, give it some release. And we're still going to extend both of our legs long in front of us. And same thing you did at the beginning, you're going to bend your right knee first, put your right ankle on top of your left knee. Okay, flex both of your feet. This time you're going to bend your left knee as well. You're going to interlace your fingers on the back of your left thigh here. And with control, and you're going to slowly lower your back all the way down on your mat. For reclined finger 4. And notice if your shoulders are lifted away from your mat, you try to root it back down. Yes. And also if you feel like grab the back of your legs, if it's not enough stretch for you, you can try to grab the front of your shin here. But your right leg is flexed. I want everyone to think about try to press your tailbone down towards your mat first. And have that natural curve on your lower back. So there is a gap between your lower back and your mat right now. And just to feel the stretch sensation here. Then you think about close the gap between your lower back and your mat. So you try to press your lower back completely down, touching your mat, and just notice the difference of the sensation there. Then you want to work on, use your right ankle. You are actively press against your left knee here. Nice. And if you feel like you want more stretch, you can even bend your elbows and you start to pulling your left thigh a little bit closer towards your chest. But you don't want to hold any tension on your shoulders. So top of your shoulders are still rooted down into your mat here. We will not hold this posture for too long, so only 5 more breaths left here. And at the bottom of your next exhale, you're going to release the bind of your fingers. Slowly lower your left foot down on your mat. And you're going to open your arms out like a letter T. And you're going to walk still keep your right ankle on top of the left knee. Walk your left foot towards outer edge of your mat. Then you will slowly lower both of the knee down towards your right and look over your left shoulder here. So you still flex your right foot, you gently use your right foot, press your left knee down towards your mat. Nice. And try to root both of your shoulders down closer towards your mat, and feel free to close your eyes. You have about 5 more breaths left here. next exhale, you're going to bring both of the knee back to center. This time, just lower your right foot down on your mat. And we're going to switch side from here. This time, you put your left ankle on top of your right knee here. Flex your left foot. And maybe lift your right foot away from your mat and interlace your fingers behind your right thigh here. And flex your left foot to protect your left knee joint. Same thing on this side. So you try to think about lower your tailbone completely down on your mat first. Now create that gap between your lower back and your mat first. And by doing this, you notice you'll be able to lower your shoulders down towards your mat a little bit more. Then you're going to work on close the gap between your lower back and your mat. And actively press your left ankle against your right, the muscle on top of the right thigh here. At the same time, you're using your right thigh press against your left ankle here. You will feel more stretch sensation here. Again, in this posture, we tend to hold a little stress and tension on our shoulders, so try your best to relax it. Put more focus on your left hip joint here. Breaths left here. At the bottom of the next exhale, and you're going to release the interlace of your fingers and slowly lower your right foot down on your mat. Open your arms out like a letter T first and walk your right foot towards the outer edge of your mat and just gently lower both of the knee down towards your left and look over your right shoulder here. You still flex both of your feet and just gently use your left ankle to press your right knee a little bit closer towards your mat. Right now, your left hip is doing external rotation, your right hip is doing internal rotation. Feel free to close your eyes completely. You have about 5 more breaths left here. At the bottom of your next exhale, you want to bring your knees back to center and slowly lower your left foot down on your mat. From here, you just bring soles of your feet together, open your knees out wide. You can still open your arms out like the letter T. You can also choose to relax your arms down by your side. If you need extra support for your, you can put blocks on the outside of your knee for some extra support if you need. You can also choose to put one hand on your chest, one hand on your belly. And you can just feel your breath in your palms. And close your eyes completely and feel the stretch. You stretch your inner thighs towards your knees. And outside of your legs, you are pulling it back towards your hips. And you have about 5 more breaths left here. At the bottom of your next exhale, you're going to put your palms on the outside of your thigh. Just gently bring your knees up towards the ceiling. Bottom of your feet press down towards your mat and separate your feet about 9 distance apart. Just knock your knee in towards each other. Stay here for a couple of breaths. If you feel like you need to windshield wipe your legs, feel free to do so. So from here, you're going to just slowly separate your knees out and you're going to extend your legs long towards the ceiling for waterfall pose. And try your best to relax your legs completely. Feel your lower back press down into your mat and relax your shoulders, relax your back completely. If you have block at home, you can also choose to put a block underneath your sacrum here. And you have about 5 more breaths here. If you feel very comfortable here, feel free to stay here for your final resting posture. If you still want a traditional Shavasana, at the bottom of your next exhale, you want to bend your knees and hug your thigh in towards your belly. You can use your arms to hug your thigh in a little bit closer. Give yourself a big squeeze. Now whenever you're ready, you're going to release your arms to your side. Extend your legs long in front of you. And separate your feet, maybe even mat distance apart. Just open your arms out away from your torso, at least 60-degree angle. Palm facing up, let your fingers naturally curled. Your toes are naturally turned out. and close your eyes. If you can, soften your shoulders away from your ears a little bit. Relax your legs, your arms. Relax your shoulders. And relax all your facial muscles. And feel your body is getting heavier and heavier, slowly sinking down into your mat. And all you need to do here is find stillness of your body. Try your best not to fidget or move around. Gently breathe in and out through your nose. And feel free to stay here a little bit longer. If you're ready to be guided out, you're going to slowly wiggle your toes and your fingertips. Maybe move your head side to side. Maybe extend your arms long above your head. Take a deep inhale, stretch and lengthening your entire body, maybe even pointing your toes. And open mouth, exhale, let everything go. Now bend your knees, hug your thigh in towards your belly again. Give yourself a big squeeze. If supported fetal position, if in your practice today, you can choose to roll to either side of your body. Use your bicep like a pillow. Stay here for a couple breaths. Feel free to keep your eyes closed. Whenever you're ready, you want to gently press yourself up to a comfortable seated position. And find your tall spine. Just take a couple breaths here to observe your body and feel how your body, your breath, and your mind feel right now compared to the beginning of the practice. Whenever you're ready, you can bring your palms to heart center, thumbs touching your sternum. An option to bow your forehead. And thank you so much for sharing your practice with me this evening. And namaste. to ask if you have any questions, okay? If you want more like yoga practice besides the live class on Wednesday evening at 8:30, I also have a YouTube channel, Soul Yoga YouTube channel. You can search Soul Yoga LLC on YouTube and you will find all my videos. Okay. Okay, hope you guys feel good, and I would recommend you guys, you know, go straight to bed.
I know, I was falling asleep. It was...
Yeah, I know. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it.
Loved it. Awesome. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I'll be here every Wednesday, okay?
Bye.
Bye. Good night.